Hi, I am Dr. Jacob Lauritzen, and this is Read, Write, and Cite, the channel where I teach you how to read, write, and cite for your college English classes. If you're watching this video, you're probably taking one of my online classes, and or you stumbled into this because it's posted on the internet. Either way, in this video, I'm going to be explaining a little bit about a class that I teach during the summer and sometimes during the year called English 101. I teach it at a small junior college in southeastern Arizona. So I'm going to be talking a little bit about what I do in that class. This is going to be the first in a series. So if you're going to watch the whole series, and then this is maybe helping you with your own 101 class, feel free to watch this video. Otherwise, you might want to skip ahead to watch one of the other videos where I'm actually explaining stuff about English. In this video, I'm just going to explain a little bit about the class. So if you're taking this as a summer class, we've got 5 weeks to get through a whole bunch of requirements. Recently, EAC just updated what English 101 is, and there's been some changes. So if you've taken the class in the past, or if you've heard about it, there may be some slight changes. So I'm just going to be talking about what the class is now, not what it used to be in the past. But basically, English 101, which is also called Writing Fundamentals 1, Written Communication 1. It's a class on how to write essays. And so to do that, we're going to cover some things that hopefully you learned in high school, hopefully things that you're pretty good at. If not, maybe we'll fill in some gaps, and hopefully we'll teach you something new. This is not a class that I think is the most difficult thing in the world, but it will require a lot of work on your part, especially if you're taking this as a 5-week class in the middle of the summer. So there's going to be a lot of work, but it's going to be over in 5 weeks. So that's exciting, right? Okay, let me summarize real fast what we're going to do. You're going to do, these are the books, that's why I keep picking them up. There are 2 required books that I use. One is the Blair Reader, the 9th edition, and the other is the Everyday Writer with exercises. That's the 6th edition. These are the current textbooks. If you're watching this and it's not 2009, you might want to double check to make sure the books haven't changed. If you're following along, these are pretty common books too, so you might be interested in checking them out for yourself. The kinds of things that we're going to do in this class, we are going to learn how to write a couple different kinds of essays, and by the end of the semester, hopefully you feel pretty confident in your ability to read critically, to write about what you've read, to take sources from different places and bring them together to say something that you want to say. Now, why is this class required? Well, this is something that is required across the country, classes like this. Even if you don't plan on being an English major in the future, or if you aren't one now, that is absolutely fine. This class is for everybody going through college. We're going to talk about things that you're going to need to know the further you get into college to be able to read and really pick apart and understand what it is you're reading, to be able to give credit to sources that you're going to reference as you write about what you've read, how to think rhetorically, how to think critically, how to try to break down what other people's intentions are, whether they're making mistakes in their arguments, and how to avoid those sorts of mistakes in your own writing. Ultimately, you're going to write some essays. You're going to do things like that. You're going to answer some questions, do some quizzes, talk to each other a little bit online. But in general, it's going to require you to watch videos like this, do some reading, talk to each other, and just write. I do not expect anyone starting this class to be perfect. I don't expect anyone finishing this class to be perfect, but I do expect everyone who really puts in their full effort to get better, to take wherever you're at and to be much farther along. The experience I have when I hear back from students is that they are surprised at how much they were able to learn, especially in such a short period of time. And that's all going to be possible if you really, really try to improve yourself. Now, it's really important in a class to know what the teacher expects. I expect you to get your work done to the best of your ability on time. I expect that if you are struggling, that you tell me, that you don't just wait till it's over and try to argue about your grade. Don't do that. Just talk to me. I'm a reasonable person. The kinds of things I cannot work with are when I have to turn in grades. Other than that, I could probably work with you. As long as you get everything done, you're honest, you don't plagiarize, you follow the rules, students usually do well. As long as you're willing to do the work. So I think if you have any questions, you can comment below. You can email me. If you're one of my students, you have my email address. I just really want you to do well and get the most out of this class. Again, thank you for watching this video. If you're taking my online class, there's a lot more to come. And I'll be glad to answer any questions that you have. If you just stumbled into this online and you have questions, feel free to ask me. I pay close attention to the comments below. So thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.